This item is the bracket that holds the flexible, instead of those flexible pipes there, this is the one that goes between the hoppers on the ash pan, because the heat from the ash pan will burn the rubber pipes away. They found that the rubber pipes were burning away in a matter of weeks from brand new because of the proximity to the hot ash pan. But this assembly, which is a stainless steel pipe to drawings, bolts to the two hopper doors of the ash pan between the axle. So that's lots of bits and pieces, and underneath you can see lots of nuts, bolts, washers, etc. There's another valve rear spindle cover there. There are a couple of brackets to hold the foot plating at the front over there. That is one of the old cast iron piston heads, cast steel piston heads from 92203 Black Prince. We've only got it here as a kind of a reference point. We'll be making brand new either cast steel or cast iron piston heads ourselves for 92207. Brand new, this bracket here, this lumpy thing, holds the two injectors. So there is an exhaust injector, which is a big thing on the back, which uses exhaust steam to fill the boiler with water. The front here is to hold the live steam injector, which we've got a brand new one ready to be fitted. So those two will be fitted. But this bracket was cut off in Barry with an axe, a gas axe. There, this is a brand new fabrication, and we've riveted it to the frames. Again, this cab was rotted, so this whole assembly generally has had new brackets and been rebuilt. These are the two brackets, the bracket that hold the two water valves for the injector. This bracket has come off the engine, and what we've done, we've welded it to the new assembly, but you can see the new assembly is brand new steel, and we've incorporated the grease fittings as well. These two plates here are manganese steel rubbing plates. The tender has two intermediate buffers that rub against that plate. These have been taken off, checked, and re-riveted to the locomotive. This is a brand new intermediate rubbing block. The drawbar that connects the engine to the tender goes through that hole there. The pins are made, the drawbar's made, but the drawbar gets fitted to the tender, not the locomotive, and as the tender is then finished and offered up to the locomotive with the drawbar on, that the pin underneath is dropped in, and that makes the engine to the tender. There are also items called safety links, which are a chain, and this is one link of the chain. We've had these forged brand new. There's one there, and these safety links connect the engine to the tender in case there is ever any problem with the drawbar. But you can see the drawbar slides up that ramp, and the pin is there ready to go. We're now on the footplate of the locomotive, on the brand new footplate assembly, and you will see we are stood on a piece of plywood. This plywood is only to protect the brand new expensive timber that is the cab floor that is underneath this plywood. At the front of the engine, this checker plate, Drawbar plate, is brand new again, and you can see some of the new shaped timber, special timber for the cab floor there. This pedestal has been repaired. It was rotted in a lot of places. It's got a heat shield, which if you look through there, it's not asbestos, but it's an asbestos substitute. This is a heat shield to protect the driver's legs, who sits here. He will sit here. It has to protect his legs from the heat from the firebox and the fire door. So on this pedestal we have a few fittings already present. So I have here the driver's brake valve, which is for use when the locomotive is attached to tenders. To the train. It is a vacuum system brake valve. There is a secondary brake valve that goes on the back of the boiler, when the locomotive's not attached to the train, a Mark 6 gradual brake valve, which we've got brand new made. This is a blower valve which beefs up the fire when the locomotive's stationary by drawing it through into the smoke box, and as you draw the heat through the tubes from the fire, it makes the locomotive's boiler pressure significantly increase. When you're going, of course, it's self fulfilling, because the draft from the locomotive, every time the locomotive chuffs, actually draws the fire, which makes the tubes get hotter, which creates more steam. So the more the locomotive works, the more it draws the fire, the more steam it produces, and the more powerful it can become. But when it's stationary, you need this blower valve to make that work. One is a sanding valve, which will go in that place there, and the other is a clinger valve, which cuts off the water supplies from the tender. The sanding valve we're looking at the minute, and of course this space here you can see is the locomotive. You can see in the distance the 3 sandboxes and filler tubes. As I say, those are brand new. The decking that those are sat on is all brand new, because we decided that what was originally half-inch plate has wasted away in some places to a 16th, so we just renewed them all. This gap here is where the ash pan goes, and the 2 hopper doors to the ash pan go front and back of that back axle. And under there, virtually everything's been done. You can see on one side we've got the grease pipe work to the grease system for all the axle boxes. The other side is yet to be done, but that's again something we'll be working on during the next few days.